Hello everyone, welcome to the Age of Listening channel. Today's the second step of our little series on wow. I mean, I was trying to think of a title of this, but really it is a multifunctional it has multifunctional benefits of being on the road to ascension. And what do I mean by ascend? I mean by being who we actually really are, about reconnecting to God in a spiritual and a real sense, so that you can hear you know, your guides or your higher self or God. And but it's that is the crux, that's what we need to do, but it has so many other benefits. So I kind of want to just quickly start back at here, just so we can remember, but also I want to add something else. So how come, if being connected to God, being connected to, reconnecting to who we actually really are before we were kind of placed on this earth, becoming whole, however you want to feel about it, how come people that are not spiritual can manifest in this physical life? You know, they're really good at it, but they're not spiritual at all. And it is about these two things. So I know somebody, well, actually, I know lots of people who are able to, without any spirituality whatsoever, manifest amazing things in their life. And that's because they have the ability, the understanding, call it innate, I don't know, or confidence, but they're able to be in the realm of expectancy with the right kind of emotional, positive frequency. They just naturally expect good things are going to happen to them. And so they do. You know, their feelings are one of positivity, and, you know, every day is a great day. And they expect good things to happen to them, and it happens. I kind of have, and this is why in the realm of you know, I forgot what it's called now, but you know, all the videos about how do you want to manifest this and how do you want to manifest that physical things. They kind of have hit the tree, but they've missed the target. And I did watch, you know, kind of a few programs a few years ago on YouTube that were kind of telling you, oh, The Secret, yeah. But The Secret kind of missed the point a bit. They hit the tree, but they missed out kind of quite a big part of the conversation. So they were talking about picturing, they were talking about visualization and all that, but they weren't talking on feelings. And I kind of thought, why are they not discussing that? Because that's vitally important. So to give you an example, if all right, I'll give you a cliched example, because quite frankly it is the easiest one to do, and even my children can grasp this. So excuse my corniness. If we're in town, my children naturally, and I live in a place where it's there's no car parking spaces. It's really difficult. Okay, so this is no mean feat. You know, I could figure it might be the same in London, you know. But they even don't have any problem with me getting a parking space if I go into town. They have an air of expectancy, and they're feeling positive about the whole thing. And so we manifest what we expect. We expect to get a parking space. We feel positive about it. And so they're kind of twinned. They're very close, but they are different. You know, I've seen people who have got an air of expectancy. I'm expecting good things to happen, but their feelings in the back of their mind are, but it might not happen. I better have a contingency, or I'll fully believe, I'll fully buy into this when it happens. So they don't naturally just expect to walk into provision They don't naturally. Picture this, right? I've got a picture of an angel in front of me right now. It doesn't really matter what it is, but I got, you know, it's a figure that is beneficial to you. And if you imagine that was walking around you all the time, and it was ready and waiting to help you, all you have to do is speak out to it, and just go, you know, I need some help now, you know, with an air of expectancy, not a feeling of need, but an air of expectancy. I really, really want this. Can you make it happen? Expecting, knowing and understanding that they love to do your bidding. They love it. They love to do it. Okay, so picture that. Would your manifestation skills rise because of that understanding, if you could see it? Yeah, of course it could. Of course it would. If you've got somebody who's there to help you and you could physically see them, then why would you ever worry about anything? You know, you wouldn't. But our feelings get in the way of that. Yeah, but what if, I don't know, you know, we've kind of been conditioned to be in fear. We've been conditioned to be worried and scared. Sort of that lack mentality, waiting for somebody to give permission to us, because all our lives you wait for mum and dad. Will my mum and dad let me do it? I don't know. Have you been a good girl? And so if you haven't been a good boy or a good girl, you're always in that atmosphere. Instead of expectancy, you're in that atmosphere of, well, am I good? Am I able to kind of be, you know, like I see like a student who has to get A grades before she's given something. So it's that sort of, it's not just about being good. Are you good enough? So that really impedes the ability to receive things if we don't feel we're good enough. So that's why you have complete sociopaths, psychopaths, who are able to achieve amazing things because they think they're God's gift and they get it. They get away with murder because they have, the feelings are they're God's gift and they have the expectancy that they're going to accomplish it. They are working weirdly, and I don't mean to offend people, but if you've ever met a complete narcissist, occasionally they get caught out, yes, but the clever ones, they kind of seem to evade, you know, and this is why it doesn't matter if you're a nice person or not. It's your self-belief and your expectancy. It's the state of emotions that you're in and your expectancy. I'm not talking about consciously, I'm talking about subconscious. Where are you subconsciously? I've always been brought up by my guides to know that I am truly loved. And so this is why I said in the previous one, I don't mind sort of, you know, the occasional, well, I don't want them, but I don't mind the occasional scrapes in life because I just am expectant that I'm always going to be kind of bailed out. Have I gone through really, really tough times? Have I gone through periods where I've felt scared and desolate? Yes, absolutely. But it's about building yourself up again, shaking yourself off and getting back to where it worked. And where it always works is your feelings. What are you really feeling? And if you're feeling something negative, change it. But always have that expectancy that you have got, that things are going to work out fine for you. And if you find that difficult, picture that guide or guardian angel or whatever, you know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But have that understanding that you've got somebody there who's on your side, who is going to make things manifest for you. Right, so that's the recap. Right, so when kind of I had this, I knew it wasn't the end. I knew that it was a bit too flat, a bit too it wasn't formed fully yet. So I asked about coming up to 3 years ago, what does it actually look like? And my guide, whoever it is, because I still don't know yet, I did try to ask once, and it tried to channel me. I tried to channel through me. I didn't like that very much. I'm still rethinking that process, but you know, that's just me. I just like, I don't really want you. I don't mind you kind of slightly being in my head, but don't take over my whole body. Anyway, I got this. So I realized I was told that I'd been looking at this from you know, a top view, looking down. And actually, I was given this symbol. So it's like a spinning top, isn't it? And as you've got the same in here, you've got the green is for feelings in the middle there, for any of you who are colorblind, sorry. And then you've got this bit here, the orange is thoughts and the way we think. And the purple is manifestations and actions that come from. So it starts with our feelings, our thoughts and the way we think are affected by those subconscious and conscious feelings, although, you know, subconscious feelings stem from the subconscious, but anyway. And then you have actually what manifests, what we end up with. Okay, and I got a spinning top, and I think the only reason why I see it as spinning, actually revolving, is that we are in constant motion. It's very symbolic, you know, constant motion. And I was shown a picture of, this is creator God, or you can call it creator energy here with the yellow circle. But in the middle is the emotions. In the middle is the feelings, just like us. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so when we are connected, we're like the spinning top, and we're connected. When we are sort of dwelling on emotions that are very all over the place, or we're not in control of it, or something has happened and it's thrown us off kilter, literally, we have us here. Now, Creator God, our creator energy, our positive, the positive energy that created and started this whole game, he doesn't detach. We detach. I'll say that again. He, she, God, if I slip into this because I'm an old Christian, so that energy doesn't stop. It doesn't get shut off. And people turn around, and I've had, oh, lovely people who have kind of, you know, said to me and been very angry with God, and they've said, but why have bad things happened to me? Well, I can't answer for your specific situation, but being angry at something that has never stopped loving you, that has never stopped wanting to help you and guide you and give what you need and want, that has never stopped. But what happens is we've gone into fear, we've gone into panic, and that's what we're leaning towards. And so it needs to realign. Yeah, so basically, you know, this, how alignment works is that our Creator's always available with that unconditional love to help us with our life story, our life experience, but it's us that kind of taps out a little bit. Okay, just turning my notes over. So, I got another picture. Let's move this one up a bit. Sorry about my writing's not very good and my drawing's even worse, but hopefully you can get this. Right, so just when we're needing God the most, in the times, you know, where we're quite stressed and we're in shock and anger and fear and distrust and distress and disbelief, we are disconnecting. And so I've got angry. Oh, I've spelled angry wrong. Told you I'm dyslexic. Angry, sad, fearful, distress and panic. When we're feeling these things, we're doing that or that. And that's where we talk about realignment. Because I asked God, what do you mean by realignment? What does it look like? And so I was given this picture here. Now, here, this is supposed to be a picture. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but this is a picture of a wobble, you know. Our initial response to stress is that we are going to wobble. We are going to go, we're going to flick from side to side. That's the normal stress response, but we're never meant to live in it. And I've seen people in my practice that are in perpetual wobble. You know, they're like a sail that is being swayed from side to side because, you know, life is full of winds that blow into our lives, causing the sails of our boat to kind of rock us backwards and forwards. But if we stay in that swishing around, you know, I mean, I'm thinking here, I've got my cards with me because I wanted to kind of bring them out. What's just occurred to me? Oh, hold on a sec. I can't find it right now. But it's a particular card I'm looking for. But when we're swayed by our emotions, we are unstable in all our ways. And it is about us kind of understanding. Yeah, so here's a good look. So here you have the Two of Pentacles, and he's having to juggle. But what I want you to focus on is the ships that are being tossed about on the sea. That's life. It's not going to be peaceful and serene. It's always going to be like that. And us turning around and expecting it to be any different is naive. It's always going to be like that. You know, we need to get out of the pity party. And we need to realize that there are going to be no smooth sailings. You know, it's always going to be a challenging experience here on earth. And this is why I kind of love tarot, because it really incorporates all of life, and all the secrets to how to evolve and to be victorious in life are all there too. Anyway, let's move on for a second. I want to go back to my notes, otherwise I'll waffle. So when we're hit with a crisis or a shock event, it wouldn't make us human if we didn't react, but we're meant to readjust. We're meant to realign and reconnect back to our creator and tap back into that relationship. This is why a lot of kind of spiritual led people will go into the Hermit card. So the Hermit mode is not about running away. It's about taking a moment and doing a bit of hanged man work, remembering that life's a game, seeing that everything isn't really quite what it seems. You know, if you walk into a situation or a situation hits you knocks you for 6. I mean, just horrible. Just think of, you know, well, don't think, because I don't want you to manifest, but just, you know, a dreadful situation happens and you're not for 6. Now, in order to kind of save your sanity, you need to retreat, okay? Retreat. First, that's the first thing you do, retreat. Get yourself into the hangman pose and remember who you are. Remember, this is all a game. Then you need to go and seek. Go deep within. Go and seek. And then realize your abundancy. And nurture yourself. And go into the magician card. Start changing it. Start doing what you need to do. And then you can be victorious. But in order to do all of those things, and for that to be kind of second nature, you have to. She's closing the mouth. She's not opening the lion's mouth. Some people kind of meant to say she was shutting that lion that is within, and the sort of, not the monster within, but the negative feelings within. She's shutting that lion's mouth with love. Remember, the garland around her waist is love. So, and she's saying, right, I'm going to take control of what I feel and think. I'm going to choose the path I'm meant to choose. That will give me temperance. And I've got down here the kings and the queens. Because the ultimate goal, you know, we want to be, there's the queen and the king. So she feels her thoughts. She's in control of her mind. And he makes things happen with that mind. She's in control. She feels, all of her emotions. She knows all about emotions. And but he knows what to do with them. She's got that fire energy of how to express things physically on the earth, and he's going to do something with it. Here's the financial security, stability, earth sign, which I am. Oops, earth sign that I am. And she knows all about that manifesting, earthly practicality. And he knows what to do with it. Do you get me? This is what we've got to do. But the work comes from when difficult times happen, is you go into the hangman. You remind yourself who you really are. Who you are in Christ. So Christ means anointing, and Christ means it's like a title. So who you are in God. I mean, you are a spark of God. Do you know who you are? How powerful you are? How you can manifest? So take yourself away. Go and remember who you are. Realize that's a great, cool place to be. I mean, it is just such a great place to be when you know who you are and you cheer yourself up a little bit. Yeah. Then go deep within. Go back to meditation, prayer. Collect yourself spiritually, and then sort that crap out. And then you'll be victorious. I mean, you know, because what is the option? What's the other option? Well, I've got a few options down for you because I wanted to kind of hammer this home a little bit. Don't want to listen to anyone. Don't want to hear anyone. I'm stuck listening to my own feelings and my own thoughts, and I'm not letting anyone in, and I've got a set mind. Feeling trapped, blinded, you're not seeing what's really going on. You can unleash yourself at any moment, but you're locked in that place. You are locking yourself in that place. Walking around with a broken heart. Okay, be brokenhearted, but don't stay in it. Please don't stay in it. Don't allow yourself to. You know who you are in Christ. That was the whole point. The Bible has been stripped of every good spiritual thing in it. And fortunately there are a few, but on the whole, they don't teach you empowering things. I know, I was in the church for a long, long time. You have to do a lot to really, a lot of extra work to get. I mean, you can, but it takes you decades to really know. Because while they give you a red pill, they give you a blue pill at the same time. So anyway, that's a whole nother subject I could have an argument on. Feeling sorry for yourself, feeling of lack, mourning what you've lost, not realizing what you've got, being superficial, not seeing the spiritual, worrying about what other people think of you, not seeing who you really are and what is really at stake. Well, that speaks for itself. And then having sleepless nights. Now, this is wallowing. All of this is wallowing. And there's probably more cards, but I just picked out of quickly some of the cards that I had. And I think my mentality is that with all of these cards, they don't do you any favors. You can't stick in them. You have to move out. And you know what happens if you don't move out? Because your Creator God loves you so much, so much. What he does is he'll do these. Hold on, I'm just finding my other one because I want it. That's quite a good one, actually. Let me pause while I find them. Okay, so I got a few more. So what your higher self will do is they will put the Tower card into your life to stop you from whatever the situation that you're in and have it being brought down. We'll stop it. And with some retrospect, you might turn around years later and go, gosh, I'm really glad I didn't get that job. I'm really glad that, or I lost that job. It saved me, actually. We have the Devil card here, pointing out to us our addictions, but also pointing out our shallowness at life and kind of sometimes getting into these awful situations makes us turn around and go, gosh, it woke me up. And how many people I've been able to help because I went through this kind of situation. But I had to grow up. And in order to grow up, I had to go through an awful lot of rubbish in order to come out of it and realize, how manipulated I was by myself and how I was run away with my own feelings of probably, well, I won't go into that because I don't want to be harsh, harsher than I already am. The wheel of fortune going round. Life turns us upside down, and we need these things to happen to wake us up. Death card. Absolutely. Things have to die in order for us to wake up, to ascend to better things, spiritually and physically. And why? Why are we wanting to do that? Because reconnecting to our true self, having that love for ourselves. The great ascension is coming, folks, and we have to be ready. And we have the Lover's card, you know, these two here, all the twos, are talking about, I mean, this person here, kind of a Two of Swords. She's not listening to anyone, but this person is in receivership. This person wants to hear. This person wants to connect. So let me find it. Oh, I want to find it. Ugh. But anyway. Oh yeah, it's over here, isn't it? So here's the two. Here's the opposite of each other. I don't want to listen to anybody. I do. I don't want to let anyone in. I'm in receiving mode. So that's the opposite of that. In life, and I do like these wand cards. Let's take these away. I do like the wands. I'm not a particular person that is competitive, but that's something I've got to learn. Do I like fighting? No. Do I carry burdens on my own though? Yeah, I do. Have I got to more ask for Spirit's help? Because although I'm connected, I kind of think, oh, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it on my own. And it's like, you don't have to do it on your own. Have I learnt these past years, without telling you too much, but have I had to learn to fight and to keep fighting? Even when I'm a puppy. I'm a puppy. I'm a puppy, you know, I'm a kitten. I'm not a fighter. I haven't got that within me. But I can tell you the last 2-3 years, it's been all about fighting. Why? Because although I've not quite been like that, but I have been a little bit kind of hesitant to be strong, hesitant to have that queen energy of wands. That, you know, I'm just so giving you an example. I haven't really felt comfortable in sticking up for myself when I needed to. But I have to learn to fight. Human being. I can't be looked after. I have to look after myself. I really do. Anyway, hopefully with my ramblings, you will be able to kind of understand what I'm talking about with this. Hopefully it's the next step. So we've gone through, you know, aligning our feelings with positivity, having expectancy that things are going to happen the right way. And all you have to do is to keep that aligned. Because Creator is just all about love, unconditional love. And what I say comes true. What I say, my words, how I command things, or what I command rather, is just going to manifest. Hey, I always say he because but God is able just to think a thought. Thinking is only speaking something out internally. But whatever he says goes into action, but it stems from unconditional love. So unconditional love, being in peace, forgiving, just pure of heart, just not listening, not allowing sort of other kind of points of view steer you. Stop being so concerned about every single little thing. Remember, we're in a game, we're in like a theatre, and we're watching a theatre. What we see around us appears as for how we feel. So to give you an example, if you've been brought up, sometimes if you're brought up to think you're absolute trash, mattering to your personality, your soul, you are going to either rebel against it, or you're going to just fall into line and believe you're trash. Now, I have the personality that said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, I know this isn't true. There's something about this that sounds a bit off to me. There's something about this that doesn't ring true. So I fought against it. But, you know, I was surrounded by plenty of friends and you know, childhood friends who fell for it. And their lives have gone from same old, nothing really changed, nothing really changes, moaning, always got something bad happening, and they don't see any way out. And that's just no way to live. And you're not meant to live that way. Okay. Right, I'm going to end it there. I hope that was informative. We'll do the third soon. But hopefully that's given you some direction. Keep in that positivity. Don't listen to the negative. If you find yourself wallowing, stop. Go to the hermit mode and go, why am I wallowing? What is it really about? Why am I really feeling this way? You've just lost, let's say, somebody who's a friend or a husband or a wife or a girlfriend, and you're feeling really, really bad, but it's been months now and you're still locked into it, or years, and you're still locked into it. Why are you really wallowing now in it? Go deep within and then let it go. Go deep within, go to the hermit mode. Go, what is life teaching me here? What am I not learning? Where am I stuck at? Realign, okay? Realign. Get your answers, go into the hermit mode and change. Change how you're feeling. Okay, so you lost one horrid person, or you lost one person that didn't love you. Okay, you know, you lost whatever. The situations are also different. If you did some hermit mode thinking, your guide will say to you, okay, you know, this is what happened, this is why it happened. Have you learnt that lesson yet? And if you haven't, it'll happen again. And it will keep happening again until you learn that lesson. Because they want you to evolve. They want you to. They're helping you. So if you have areas where you're seeing things repetitively happen over and over again, you have to ask yourself, what am I not getting? What am I? Okay, I love your help. You know, guides, I love your help. I'm obviously not getting it. And either go to a really good tarot reader, or I would say go to a good counsellor or psychotherapist, but I don't find them that deep. I don't find them spiritually very aware. You need to the best place you can go is back to source, really, for that sort of information. So find a really loving spiritual person and say, what is it I'm not learning? And recognize that all the bad things that happen in life can really help you change your life around. Anyway, I'm waffling. Have a great day, and I can't wait to speak to you about step 3.